on the fun and grab your glue gun. It's the Preppy Crafty Girl Show.
Everyone, it's Jonna, the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I am here for a quick tutorial on how to make a traveler's notebook in a passport size that's going to be a shaker and just a fun, clear traveler's notebook sized junk journal. Or you could just use it as a journal. When I was at the Dollar Tree, because I was joining in on Jessica at Paper Terrace's Dollar Tree Junk Journal Challenge, I ended up finding these pencil pouches. And in my last video of the junk journal that I made, I used this pouch in my journal and I just cut it down. So now what I want to do is years ago, I made, and I've got a video out there somewhere in YouTube land, I made a traveler's notebook out of some vinyl and I filled it with all this fun, chunky, wild glitter. And so when I saw this pencil pouch, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to remake one of those because this definitely has seen better days. I have used it, loved on it. It's full of fun wallets that I've made over the years and things like that. And it was just very well loved. So I thought I'm going to make one out of using this pencil pouch. Why not? And I'm going to keep the zipper just to make it easier on myself. And I thought if I leave the zipper in, whether it's on the bottom, if I did it on the bottom, I could hang a dangle down here. But even if I left it at the top, I could do a dangle. You know me, I'm all about my trinkets. So I got to work my dangles into my journal. I don't need this bottom part. So you will need a sewing machine for this, or you can also use duct tape or any kind of strong heavy duty binding tape. Probably would work. I'd just be afraid of if it got a lot of use that all your sequins and your shaker mix would go flying out of here. And so anyway, so let's get started with what you're going to need. You're going to need the Dollar Tree pencil pouch that has the fun glitter in it. They come in several colors. I found fuchsia and aqua. I don't know what the other colors were. I forgot. Maybe purple, I think, was there. And then you're going to need some of this super thick elastic. I got this at Michael's back in the day. I know they still have it. It's over in the jewelry making. So I'm going to definitely use one of these. And then I found some fun variegated colored thread. I prefer using 100% cotton thread when I sew. I think it goes through my machine easier. I do have a special needle for stitching through items like this, but you don't necessarily need that. I do have some tricks. So let me know if you have a problem sewing through your plastic and I can give you a couple of tips and tricks. And then I got out some extra little shakety bits that I want to add in here because I like to add seed bead because it literally gives you that nice shaker sound. You'll need a crocodile and you will need some 3/8 inch eyelets and you'll need 5 of those. And I prefer using the eyelet washer with them. I think it makes a nice presentation on the back side of the eyelet. So I have those and I think that, oh, and you'll need a sewing machine if I didn't say that already. And I think that's it. So let me clear off my desk and I will come back. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is get a nice pair of sharp scissors and we're going to go in, and we are just going to take this whole section off. I am going to shake all my bits to the bottom. I don't want any of this on here. I guess you could probably cut along the edge and then restitch and leave that little line, but I really don't want that aqua color at the bottom. And also a passport size is 4.8 inches. And once I cut this off, I know I'm going to have the exact size that I need for a passport. And I know it's the right size going this way. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that off right along the edge of that aqua part, just like that. And then you're going to find out that there's 2 sheets in here and you're going to have your shaker bits in there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold this up and I'm going to get out the things that I want and I'm just going to add to it. Now you can add a photo in there. You could add a playing card, like a fun playing card, or saying or sticker or anything you want. Now is the time. If you want it shaking around in there, now is the time. Anything you want to add that shakes in there, like if you have a fun character or something like that, anything like that you want to add in, now's the time to add it in there. And then, but see how you get that nice shaker sound from a bunch of those seed beads. Okay, I'm perfectly happy with this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my sewing machine up and I'm going to just stitch along the edge. It's that easy. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to hold the two threads, my bobbin thread and my upper thread together. I'm just going to kind of gently pull on those as I get started. I am sitting at on mine, kind of a long stitch, but not too long. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to come forward a little bit and then I'm just going to back it up. And then I'm going to bring it back forward because I don't want that stitching to come out. So I'm just going to kind of go super slow right along the edge. I'm letting my feed dogs do the work for me. Feed dogs are those little things, teeth things you see on the bottom. They kind of will pull your stuff through and you just guide it so it stays straight. And then all I'm going to do is stop. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to bring it forward and I might do it again. I really don't want that stitching to come out. And then all I'm going to do is trim it. Okay, now I cut them at the end and I just want you to see what that looks like. So I did a nice seam right there. If you want, you could add a seam around the edge, but you don't really need to because you can see those seams. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it. Trim the excess threads. I'm going to trim the little tag off. I am going to cut that off. So now I have a cute little pouch. And even if I wanted to just use this as a pencil pouch, I can. All the fun stuff, shaker bits are in there. And now what I want to do is kind of evenly distribute them within the bag because I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to mark the halfway point, just kind of bend it a little bit. So I'm going to use a centering ruler and a Crayola Super Tip marker. It's water-based and it will just wipe off and that will help me. I'm going to use the centering ruler and find the halfway point, and that is right there. So I'm going to mark the halfway point, and then what I want to do is I'm going to mark a 1/4 of an inch. So right here, that's where I'm going to put my hole, and I'm going to mark a 1/4 of an inch on the other part of the 0. And so now I've got my 2 holes there. I'm just going to take the centering ruler and I'm going to do it down here again, and I'm just going to find the center, and that is about it right there. And I'm going to mark out a 1/4 of an inch from the center. So I got my 1/4 inch mark, 1/4 inch mark, and I can draw a line actually if I want to, just to check it. And then because I can just wipe this off right when I'm done. So I know that those lines are marked up. All right, now while I have these, you probably can't see it, but I can see it. I've got my lines. I'm going to go ahead and shake all the bits to the bottom. I'm going to work on this side, and I'm going to take my We Are Memory Keeper Crocodile. I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to do this on the bigger hole, and then I'm just going to put it in here right below the zipper, and I'm just going to punch a hole on that line. I'm going to line that up, and I'm going to take this little slide, and I'm going to make sure that it's pushed up against this so that all my holes will be the same distance away. I totally love that guide. I think it's awesome. And yeah, so I use that. Then I'm just going to turn it around, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Will line up and all the holes are equal. You could leave it like this, but we have little seed beads in there, and I think they're going to come out. So we're going to use the crocodile, and we're going to put in some of these little eyelets just to make sure that that is staying in there. So now you got to hold the washer on there with your finger. I'm going to put the crocodile in the hole, and then I'm going to squeeze it. And I've got my eyelet all set. All right, so we're going to do that again. So we have our holes in. We're going to find the center of this. I'm going to mark it with my finger. I'm going to take the long-armed hole punch, and I'm going to put that in the center approximately. I'm doing the big hole, and I'm going to make a hole in the center with that. And then we're going to take another eyelet. We're going to put that in the center. Punch it down. And that one is set. So I've got all my eyelets set. See how easy that is? See, now we're just going to, all we have to do now is string the elastic. So I'm going to grab my elastic. I'm going to go ahead and use the aqua. Love this elastic. And I'm going to do like 3, I think. So let's just cut that. And then I'm going to start it out at the top, leave it in hanging down. I'm going to go over to the next hole, come down. So you have one hanging down like that. Then I'm going to go down to this hole, over, and then up. All righty. And then I'm just going to tie that off. So once over this way, and then once over this way, and I'm going to tie those off. And I've got my 2 elastics for my book. And then we're going to do one right here. So I'm going to get another piece. I'm going to trim this down. So now what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to add that center elastic in, and I'm just going to measure it out. And I like mine. I know I'm going to like mine kind of chunky. So I'm going to leave mine loose. When I make my journals, they tend to like keep growing. I don't know how you guys are. If you're the same way, if your journals end up doing the same thing, they get out of control. So I'm putting the loop from the back to the front. So you'll have that loop right there, and that's going to be our closure. And then I'm going to take the 2 ends, and I'm just going to tie them off, but I'm not going to tie them off all like super, super tight, only because I know I might want to come back in and adjust after I decide how many notebooks or how, what I want to put in here. And then that's it. So now you have a passport size, shakety bit little junk journal, and you can put your photos in here, stickers, cards, whatever you want. I have these fun little notebooks, and you can pop these in. Just right like that. And like that. And I'm just going to make it the length of my book times 2. All I'm going to do is tie it off and make sure that the ends are kind of even, and pull, 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 pull like so. And so you can use, that's why you can use like a hair elastic. And then what you're going to do is find the center of the book. This is how you add in an extra book. Like so. Then you're going to take this part of the elastic. You're going to find the other half of the book. Like so. And then you've got your other book in there, and I will just take this and I will move it around to the center of that book. And that's how you'll add in inclusions into your journal, into your straps. Okay. So that is that. And let's add some fun things in at the top. I just got 2 new decks from the Dollar Tree. I've got Looney Tunes and I have Scooby-Doo. So I'm going to put Scooby-Doo in the front. Let's find which one we want. See if there's any. Okay, there's Shaggy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to use that one. That one's really cute. So I'm going to tuck that in there just to have as my cover inside. And then let's see. Let's put like Tweety or Bugs or somebody on the back. Tasmanian. Got Daffy. There's Bugsy. Oh my gosh, I love the Martian. Roadrunner. Sylvester. So far, I see that. Oh my gosh, I love him. He's so cute. Oh, I should put Tweety in the back, right? Because he says, that's all, folks. Is that Tweety? No, that's Roadrunner, right? I can't remember. That's so long. Okay. I'm going to put Bugsy back there. Tuck him in the back. Zip it up. Shake it around. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Love it. Love it. So I hope you make a Dollar Tree pencil pouch little traveler's notebook, because it really is fun. I've seen people using the other one that is like a mesh bag, but I really love using this one. First of all, it's compact. Second of all, it's clear. And third of all, oh my gosh, it shakes. Come on, you win on all fronts. So thanks for joining me with this little tutorial. I hope you make one yourself. Pick yourself up one of these shaky bit pencil pouches and join in on the fun. Bye.
With glue sticks and golden scissors in her hand. But most of all, she's happy when she's crafting with her friends.